discuss about chapter 9. The name of the chapter is means of transport. So, as you can understand from the chapter, means of transport, that means the way of transport from one place to another. So, this transportation system directly affects the economic development, economic sustained development of country. Okay, so here we are going to study about kinds of transports of different countries. Okay, and how this imagination came to person's mind. Okay, so let's start the chapter. So, means of transportation plays an important role in sustained economic development of a country. The present transport system of India comprises several modes of transport, including rail, road, coastal shipping, air transport, and etc. means of transports are used. Okay, early mans go to food on one place to another. Okay, so it's obvious that earlier mans did not have that much technology to travel, to build car, okay, to do mechanics in their life. So they generally use their food to go one place to another. Okay, but later they came to realize that we can use some objects to transport one thing to another, and for this they used sledge. Okay, they used sledge for this. Okay, sledge is nothing but a cardboard made thing, okay, which has no wheels. It's we can just use it to transportation by sliding it. Okay, on the in today's time we generally use it on snow and ice areas, but in that time we used it on the land also. Okay, but later the thing came into their mind that we can also use wheel, because wheel is circular in shape and it's easy to travel as compared to flat surface. Okay, as compared to flat material. Okay, so this was first came into mind, and James Watt was the first who established a sledge with a wheel. Okay, so the invention of wheel brought about a great change in person's life, because this made it very easy for a person to transport things, to travel one place to another, and this is how they made cars, trucks, trains. Okay, so this was first ideology which came into the mind of many people, but James Watt was the first established a device and practically performed it. Okay, so the first steam powered vehicles for transport was complete revolution. It was invented by James Ladd. Okay, he was from England. Okay, and these engine powered vehicles were more dependable. These could carry heavy loads and move much faster as compared to a person who is carrying a lot on his shoulders. Okay, now the next topic we are going to study is transportations. Okay, so now we have till that we have studied it how an ideology came into person's mind to travel, to change something's location to other place. Okay, but now we are going to using some transportation. We are going to develop economic development now. Okay, so transport or transportation is the movement of people and goods from one place to another. Okay, so the modes of transport includes air, rail, road, water cable, pipelines, and space. These are some mode of transport which we use in our present generation. Okay, now this is the main topic, that what are kinds of transports. Okay, so maximum questions from this topics come. We need different means of transports for different purposes. Okay, the present system of transports can be divided into land, water, and air transports. Okay, so basically three type of transports we use: for land, for water, or for air. Okay, so let's study about land transport, which we generally use for roadways. Okay, so roads are needed for smoother and faster movements of vehicles. If the road will smooth, then the friction will be less, and then it will be easy for vehicles to travel. Okay, but it will, if it will be rough, then due to friction this will cause difficulty in traveling. Okay, so a good network of roads is essential for every country to achieve progress. Okay, if this question is coming into your mind that how transportation is affecting the sustainable economic development of a country, then you need to understand that if when transportation will be easy, if imports and exports will be easy, people will easy to travel. Okay, so this directly affects the economic development. This directly affects the work they are doing. Okay, so this is important to understand, that transportation system directly affects the sustainable development of country. These are called national highways, freeways, and expressways. Okay, because these are smooth ways to transport. Okay, India has many such roads. Okay, the roads of a country are often connected to the roads of another country. Okay, this helps to do import and export of substances easily. These are called international highways. Okay, because different countries are connected with same pathways. Okay, that's why this is called international highways. All the countries of Europe are connected with one another by a large network of roads. India too connected by road with her neighbors such as Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, and Bangladesh. The Grand Trunk Road runs between Kolkata in India and Peshawar in Pakistan. Okay, it was built by Sher Shah Suri. That means Sher Shah Suri built Grand Trunk Road, which runs from Kolkata in India to Peshawar in Pakistan. Okay, so it is international highway. It is also connected to China through Hindustan Tibet roads. Okay, so these are internationally bounded ways. These means of road transports cause pollution also. It causes dust and smoke, so people are also causing important and essential rules on it so that they are able to control pollution. Okay, so most countries are making strict rules on it, safe traffic and pollution control. Next, we have railways. This is also a kind of land transport. Railways is one of the most important means of transport. Okay, we generally use railways to travel long distances because car, buses are not easy to attain such long distances. Okay, if you're thinking about airplane, then that comes in air transport, not in land transport. Okay, they are convenient for traveling long distances. They carry heavy goods all over long distances. The development of railways began invention of steam engines. Okay, steam engines developed the railways system. Okay, engines run on diesels or electricity. Okay, rather than using coal. The development of railways has played a big role in growth and distribution of industries in different parts of the world. Okay. The British government introduced railways in India. The first train in India in 1853 from Mumbai to There was introduced in our country. Today, all major cities, towns, and other regions are connected by railways because these cities, towns are having a lot of crowd and a lot of involvement in traveling. So, railways was first established in these areas. So, many superfast trains have also been introduced in our country as well. A number of heritage trains which are reconstructed have been introduced specifically for foreign tourists. Okay, because foreign tourists are come in large numbers to travel one country to another to visit purpose. Okay, for example, Deccan Queen and Place of Wheels are the two examples for such transport. Okay, which are connecting different countries together. India is expanding in metro rail network to metro cities. It is already operationally many cities including Delhi, Kolkata, Bengaluru, Kanpur, Noida, Jaipur, Indore, and other cities. Okay. The United States of America has the largest railway network in the world, and all over the world, India comes in the fourth position and comes in second position if we're talking about in Asia only. Okay, so in some countries, railways connect cities to eastern coast with those on the western coast, and these railway lines are called transcontinental railways. Okay, because railways are connecting to eastern and western coasts together. Okay. USA, Canada, and Australia have been such railways network. Stretching across Europe and Asia is the Trans-Siberian Railway. This line runs between St. Petersburg in Europe and Russia, and Vladivostok in Asia and Russia. This train covers a distance about 8,000 kilometers in 7 days. Okay, so this is a really high speed. The Grand Orient Express connected Paris to Istanbul. Okay, so these are some examples which we have adopted to increase the communication and transport system in all over the world. Okay. Okay, so these transports helped to connect more different countries easily with one another. Okay, let's read about it more. Japan, France, Germany, and China has some of the fastest trains in the world. They can run at a speed over 400 km per hour. The bullet train of the Japan, the maglev of China, and the TGV of France run very fast. So these are also some examples which again proves that we have adopted transport communication in a very wide way. Next, we have waterways. So thousands of years ago, man found that wood can float on water. Okay, so as they found it that circular object can easily move on the land, they found it that a flat surface can easily float on the water. Okay, so the ideology is almost same in both the cases. The increase in trade demanded improvements in boat making. Okay, so if you want to increase your trade, you have to make that cardboard replaced by a good shape so that more transportation becomes easy. Okay, new boats fitted with steam engines. Again, steam engines were used. These boats were called ships. Okay, so how ships were formed? With the ideology that a boat can easily float in water. Okay, they could carry more goods and also move faster as compared to land transports. A large variety of ships and boats are used for different purposes at present. They carry raw materials and fish goods from one place to another. Water waves are cheaper than other means of transport. Why? Because unlike we use land transports and we travel through the areas where people generally live. Okay, so we have to give high tax, but in water waves no tax is compulsory to give, so water waves are cheaper than land transports. The cheaper cost of transportation of water waves encourage trade in agriculture raw materials such as cotton, tobacco, rubber, wheat, and minerals. Oils. Petroleum carried in special ships, which is called oil tankers. Vegetables, fruits, meats, dairy products are transported in refrigerator means. That means for particular objects, for particular substances, we have separated their particular ships. This increases the efficiency of transportations. The busiest sea route in the world between eastern North America and western Europe. It is called North Atlantic route. Okay, this is the busiest ocean in the world. India has 6,000 kilometer long coastline, the major seaport of India as well, connected with the rest of the world. Okay, the river Ganga and Brahmaputra are used as water waves in India. The Yangtze Kiang and the Hevang Ho in China, the Rhine and Danube in Europe, the Nile and Congo in Africa. Okay, so now about Congo we studied in previous chapter in very detail. And the Amazon in South America are busy water waves. Okay, so these are another busy water waves. In North America, the Great Lakes are also used as water waves. Okay. The Suez Canal and Panama Canal have reduced travel time. Okay, the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea are joined by the Suez Canal. It is about 17 km long and about 150 m wide. It was completed in 1869. Now one can go from India to England in just 15 days, whereas earlier it would take a much as 6 months. Okay, so now you can see this is very good examples to understand it for the purpose that earlier we needed 6 months to travel same distance, but now due to improvement in transportation system, we are able to travel that same distance in just 15 days. So this saves time, this improves economic sustainable development. Okay, so you can understand that how modern transportation system adoptable is very important. Okay, the Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Oceans are joined by Panama Canal. It was completed in 1914. The canal is about 18 km long. A ship can cross it in just 8 hours. In just 8 hours, a ship can cross this path. Before it was built, ship has to go around southern tip of South America while going from Atlantic Ocean to Pacific Ocean. So now you can see that how people has found different ways to travel same distances in a more quick way. Okay, this also saves times of people. Next is airwaves. So it is also the fastest and most expensive waves of transport. So you already know that traveling with aeroplane is more expensive than traveling with railways. Okay, so the first successful attempt to fly was made by the Wright brothers in 1903. Okay, they invented this aeroplane and named it the Flyer. It stayed in the air for 12 seconds and covered a distance of about 230 meters. Okay, so Wright brothers were the first one who tried to develop a transportation through air, not with water, not with land. Okay, and when they tried in 1903, and it stayed for air for 12 seconds and tried to cover a distance for about 20 to 30 meters. Okay, so this was really a biggest achievement for them. Many improvement has since made in the shape and speed of aeroplanes. So definitely, when first something is discovered, then updates comes day by day. Modern aeroplanes can carry more than 500 passengers and a large amount of cargo. They can fly at height of about 10 km above the sea level at speed of 1,000 km per hour, which is very higher than as compared to land and water transport. The most dense air routes are in Western Europe and North America. Every day, millions of people travel to different parts of the world by air. Okay, this makes the traveling more easy and convenient. Cities such as London, Paris, New York, Moscow, Tokyo, Rome, and Jeddah has large airports with modern facilities. India is well known connected with all countries by the airways. Now we have so many airlines offering tickets at affordable prices. The people prefer aeroplane to trains, okay, or buses because they are faster and less tiring. Okay, so as compared to water and land transports, people are moving on to the air transport because it is I know it is expensive, but just due to some changes, the fees are getting affordable by common people, and it is less tiring. Okay, and along with this is more faster and absolutely convenient. Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Amritsar, Thiruvananthapuram, Hyderabad, and Chennai are some international airports of India. Now, India has five airports, which are Indira Gandhi International Airport, present in Delhi, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport in Mumbai, okay, Meena Mukkam International Airport, and these are rest two. Helicopters is very small aircraft. It carries few passengers. Okay, so helicopters is also air transport, but it does not carry as much passengers as airplanes generally do. It is very useful for dropping food and medicines in the remote areas, as well as to rescue people trapped in the isolated areas. It can land in a small area. For example, helicopters are not able to do this work properly as helicopters can do. If someone trapped in some very drastic conditions, it can be natural drastic conditions. Then for such situation, people are immensely quickly, fastly need some food and medicine. So in such areas, helicopters are used. Okay. So here our chapter completes, in which we have discussed all the airwaves, all the land transports, and all the water transports. I hope you have understood the chapter. Thank you.